Hello there, guys. Hang on a minute. Let me just double check it's recording, so I wasted a fucking hour on the last one. Actually, I don't think I'm allowed to say the F word right at the beginning of the video. That's not one of the options. Right, I'm adding Sniper Slayer. This is Damon. Did a couple of comments on my video, and he's got a 56.6. So I'm going to use that as my rival. Thing is, it says right here, look, currently climbing the Rivals leaderboards on the island. So he's in here doing exactly the same thing right now. So his time might have changed. But anyway, let's beat him. How do I add somebody? Join party, invite, watch, send message, add friend. That's the one. Yeah, there we go. Job done. Right, hopefully now you will show up on my Rivals. Let's have a crack. I've changed my tune. I downloaded a new tune. It's a lot better, so I'm not all over the shop anymore. And I'm doing all right. I've got a much better time. And my racing is a lot cleaner. I'm not driving over the grass. I'm not knocking down all the fences. I'm staying in a straight line. So yeah, my tune was a problem. It's got to be said. Right, in here, B class. And we are changing our rival. Right, so it's going to have to be filter friends. And he ain't in there. That's a little bit shit. I think it's got 56.6 though. I wonder if it's because I've only just added and it's not going to register on the game yet. Hello! I'm beating someone! JCS Photo, thank you so much for having a crack at this and not beating my time. Right, I've got down to a 56.3. So Damon, you're on a 56.6. I am already beating you. So there we go. I was going to have you as my my rival. I'll tell you what, I'll exit out and come back in and see if that works. This might take some time. You know what Forza's like. We'll have to sit through a bunch of menus while we wait. Right then, we'll see what happens. I assume that the game will sort of like realise I've added a new person and they'll be on the Rivals board when it restarts. So, hopefully. While we're waiting for this, I'll wait until the A button thing comes up. I hate how you have to wait for this. It's really annoying. I'd just rather it started the game. They've added a new thing, the accessibility menu, but they haven't added the ability to just skip that altogether. You've still got to wait and press the A button. Come on, chop chop. We haven't got all day. I can't use my my steering wheel too late at night because it makes a lot of noise and downstairs complain. But it's not that late now. I think it's about 8 o'clock. It is 10 past 8. Come on, Forza. There it goes. Right, A button. Right, while we're waiting for that, we'll have a nosy in the shop. You better continue loading and see if anything new exciting has happened. Game's coming soon. Come on, Skater XL. Someone just asked if I'm going to get this Iron Fury. I think you did, didn't you? Let me have a look. So I've got my messages on my phone. I was just having a quick look at them. I believe it was Pixel Pusher. Right. Yes, it was Pixel Pusher. I know it's not a racer, but you're going to get Iron Fury. I don't know anything about Iron Fury. Let's have a look and find out. See what it is. Is it a first-person shooter? That's what it looks like. Iron Fury is a true old-school first-person shooter from the legendary 3D Realms, publisher 1C Entertainment and Indie Studio Voidpoint, set in a cyberpunk metropole. Blast your way through enemies like it's 1990 all over again. That means this is a game with shit old graphics. That's what that means, don't it? It means retro means we ain't bothered much on the graphics. I can't be doing with retro. I didn't play this. This not something I recognise at all. It looks like GoldenEye a little bit, don't it? Just because it's all pixelated and old. No. Pixel Pusher? No. I'm not getting that because I like lovely new graphics and I'm not fooled by the concept of retro. It just means you ain't bothered doing good graphics. That's what that means. What else is new in here? I am going to possibly pre-order this, Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa. I always call it Assetto Corso. Assetto Corsa. I'm not going to bother with NASCAR. I am probably going to bother with this. I don't know though. I've had a little look and it's like I don't think they've done enough to elevate it above 2019. I'm not interested in all that manager bullshit at all. I'm interested in being a driver. The driver doesn't do all that. You have other people who do that shit for you. I'm not interested in that at all. And the liveries are a sorry excuse. It's just you select some pre-made patterns. I was expecting livery design like Forza, where you can have whatever you like. I've got to get Cyberpunk 2077, haven't I? You just have to. It's a compulsory thing, even though it's not third person, which annoys me. And I'm definitely getting that. Definitely. But nothing new has appeared in here, so let's see if Forza's ready. Yes, it is. Have you seen the cars that are on offer in here? If you can get 80%. I ain't even going to start trying because that's not going to happen, but they are beautiful cars. Come on. Right. We want Fortune Island. So this is, well, it's video number 3, but it's actually session number 4 for this track because I made a video and it didn't record. And I've done bloody well. I was quite pleased with myself. So yeah, it's a shame that didn't work. Oh, it's 56.056. So you've improved a bit. Well, now it's a challenge because you are a tiny little bit ahead of me. So yeah, 0.3 exactly is what we've got to get. So this is my new rival. You ain't in a club. You should join our club. You're not in anybody's club. What are you playing at? Right. 0.3. Now, Filippo, don't come in here. Oh, Christ. Don't walk on computers. He knows that if I'm recording on the Xbox, I'm going to give in and give him a bone, don't he? You do, don't you? You know that's going to happen, don't you? And be careful of my glass. Right, I'm going to have to put this somewhere he can't reach it. Ugh, I can't reach it. And I'm just going to... Oh, I'm going to get him a bone. What's that on the floor? Did you just bring this in? Do you want this? Sorry if that was really loud. It was really close to the mic. Right, you go and play somewhere else. Go on, take it upstairs to Mummy. Right, Carol's doing a Zoom call thing with all of her mates because it's one of them's birthday. She's in her mates. It's people she went to university with, I think. But the one whose birthday is lives in, I think, Chicago or somewhere like that. So yeah, they're doing a Zoom call, and everyone's got like wine and shit. Oh, I haven't got my volume on loud enough. That's not stimulating in the slightest. I'll have a bit more noise. Right, come on then. Oh, bollocks. So as I say, I've changed my tune, and this one is really much better. I went for handling over speed, but yeah, it's a really nice one. It was someone who got a rank 20. I can't remember what their name was, but it wasn't from the group. There was nobody at all on K74 that had done this a tune for this little beast, so that's what I was looking for first of all. I'll tell you what though, Sandisti, if you're watching, I've been using your tunes on Forza Motorsport 7 in that Dunlop P-Class, whatever it is, car. You know the one I'm on about, don't you? Well, anyway, you did a tune for that, and I've been racing with it quite a lot. So thanks for that. It's quite a nice tune. So yeah, I've been driving that car. It's a really nice car, actually. It's nice to drive in cockpit view as well because you actually sit in the middle, so you get a good view. And it's nice. It's fast and it's nice. Ah, bollocks! Oh, I'm not going to be able to get away with that, am I? It's really fast, it's really nice, but it's got enough it's exciting to drive. It ain't like the X-Class where you just stick to the road and it's ridiculously easy. The car does slide around quite a lot, but it's nice. The tune is good. So Sandisti's tune on that Dunlop car in Forza Motorsport 7. It's nice. I didn't even know you played that game, but I was just looking for tunes and I was like, well, hey, I'll have this one. see. I had some really tidy laps on the video that I didn't upload. I was quite pleased with myself, so I'm really pissed off that it didn't work. But I've got a much nicer line now than what I had before. A lot more discipline. That's the only bit of grass that I'll go on, but the driver line fuck it. The driver line goes on that bit of grass, so I'm allowed to. That was a nice bounce. But I was doing consistent sub 1 minute, like over and over and over again, like about 58 over and over again, and then I got my. I did quite a few actually that were very close to my best lap. I kept edging it down just a little bit. We're only 0.3 off Damon, who is in front of me, so I should be able to get that, I think. I've done so many laps around this track now. It's insane. I should turn the driver line off. I probably don't need it. Oh, fuck, that corner always gets me. Right then, it's time to start putting down good laps. That's enough warm up now. My tyres are warm. That's better. There we go. See you later. Don't let the car slide. Didn't need to lift off there, and he's crept ahead even. That was annoying. I really don't need to slow down at all there, and I did, and it's put me behind. You want to take this nice and wide. Don't let your car slide, just take it nice and wide. You end up coming down this hill much faster. Oh, not that wide though. Hi Filippo, have you eaten that bone already? Don't walk on the pedals. That's quite dangerous. That's the worst place you could be. Why aren't you upstairs with your mummy, celebrating whoever's birthday it is? Huh? I've not given you another bone. Definitely not. No, absolutely no chance. No, don't do that in the microphone. That makes it sound like I'm cruel. Right, I'm going to go and take him upstairs. See if he'll settle up there. She's only on a bloody conference call. She can play with him while she's on a call. I can't. I have to have my hands on the steering wheel. Filippo, you're standing on the TV remote and you're making it do weird things. Where is it? Let's just get rid of this menu he's just put on the screen. Right, I'm going to take him upstairs and I will be back. Come on, little boy. Oh, God, you're heavy. You've eaten too many bones. Right, we are distraction free. Excuse me. Oh, we're right near the start line. Let's focus then. Slow down way too much. And I've got a bad line. Come on. I was doing much better than this on the other video. I'm so pissed off that it didn't record. Right, try and brake a little bit earlier on this corner, keep it nice and wide and swing myself up that hill. Oh, sideways. It's no good. If your wheels are going sideways, they're not going forward. If they're not going forward, you're going slow. But keep my wheels turning and not sliding. We're not that far off, are we? I think a few more laps and we'll have you. We're on 56.8. Ah, bollocks. Ah, I've missed it. Thought I might have just got away with that, but I didn't. We double check it's recording. Yes, it is. I can see the numbers going up. That really annoyed me earlier. Have I gone back far enough? I think so. Ah, bloody hell. I mean, it's already dirty because I rewound, but it's never nice hitting a wall, is it? When you're trying to be as clean as you can. Right, this time. Still sliding. I've got to get traction coming up that hill. Nearly missed that checkpoint then. All through the fence. Might take a few laps, but I'm going to do this. Well, I didn't slide up the hill, but I had such a horrible line that it totally messed up the next two corners. And now I'm behind again. Right, let's get this right. the place where I'm losing it every time, isn't it? Oh shit. I'm going to rewind because I'm quite close to the end and it might make my next lap dirty. I think the game's got a bit stricter on flagging your following lap when you make a mistake near the end. It never used to be quite as strict as it is now. Always pisses me off, that does. Right then, that's enough fannying around. Let's do this. We're at 56.8. So we haven't managed to match our own time yet, let alone beat Damon's time. But we're not last on the leaderboard anymore, thanks to whoever it was that has come below me. I can't remember who it was, but thanks for that. I appreciate it. Hey. Really should be in 4th gear on that bit, not 5th. Why doesn't it change down for that bit of the hill there? Yeah, the engine is really labouring to get up that section. It needs to pop it down into 4th just for that tiny section. Might have to go on manual gears just so I can change. What I've noticed doesn't happen, which is really annoying because it does happen on most cases, when you're in automatic gears you can't override and change gear. I can't change down, look, there's nothing. Which is a little bit of a shame really. I think even if you're on automatic gears, you should be able to override that. Definitely. You know, it's a real shame that you can't do that. I should be able to drop it down a gear if I want to drop down a gear, even if I am in an automatic. I think so anyway. Oh, way too slow, way too slow. See, listen to my car. I want to be in 4th, please. If I don't manage to win by maybe, I don't know, 25 laps or something, I might restart and put it in manual. Oh, that bloody corner again. Well, I wished I'd recorded my the video that didn't record. I wished it had recorded because I was doing a lot better on that than I am on this. I was really quite pleased with myself. Shitty now. Well, let's rewind that. Let's just reach for my drink. I can put it closer now, can't I? Filippo's not in here. I have to make sure I don't kick it over. We haven't got many of those glasses left and they're quite nice. We do break. Are you fucking kidding me? Shut up. Too much sliding, get that bloody traction. Lost a lot of time there, sliding around. Yeah, you don't need to do that. You could just have a little alert at the top. Right, this happens to me a lot and it's really fucking stupid. It's just lost connection to the internet, reconnected again, so it completely interrupts what you're doing to give you this message, right? This is not that important. It really isn't. I wouldn't give a shit if you don't tell me about this at all. I really don't need to know. It does it so often. It's like it could just put something at the top of the screen or just not bother saying a thing. So stupid. I hope that when they make the next Forza, they ask the current Forza fans what's wrong with the game. It's like, what would you like us to change? The fucking menus, the please deliver my car button, the please load the game button. That's what we want you to change. The you can't tune your car unless you go for 1,000 different menus. And you certainly can't tune it halfway through doing a Rivals event if you decide to restart. You know, we want all that shit to change, if you don't mind. Ah, bollocks! Whoops. Right. Come on, then. Let's go. got to get a better turn out of this corner. I was doing this corner really nicely on the video that didn't work. So what my problem is now, I was braking about here, turning in, getting up this hill with a lot of speed, staying in front of my rival at the time, whoever that was. Although they were beating me on this bit here where I want to drop it down a gear and it won't let me. Which is happening again. Oh, that corner is horrible. Well, Damon, I don't know what's going on, but I'm doing a lot worse than I was before and I can't catch you. Even though you were 0.3 ahead of me anyway, but I definitely think I could shave 0.3 off what I was doing before. Right, look at that massive lead I've got. Let's make this count. I'm going to have to change to manual, aren't I? We'll just do a better line through there, that might be a good idea. That's it now, I've messed it up again, that was awful. Stay on the left. We're not doing too bad. Slowed down a bit too much there, didn't I? Come on. That line is much quicker. Didn't need to lift off there though, did I? Didn't need to lift off there either. My feet don't do what my brain tells them to do. Keep on the right so we can get around here nice and smooth. Right then. I'm gonna have to rewind. Oh, it didn't make it dirty. It wasn't a big enough bump. Don't lift off. Change down gear. Please, 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 just change down gear, just this once. We are close, we are close. Stand right, stand right. Oh, he's miles behind. As long as I don't hit the wall, we've won. Look at that. We beat Sniper Slayer 185. Sorry, Damon, we beat you by half a second. And look at our time. Oh, couldn't we be 0.001 faster? And then we'd have a 55.555. That'd be good. I like your little burger icon, a burger eating a burger. I like that. There we go, guys. I have improved my time. Let's collect my reward. And I want to have a little look at the rivals as well and see if I've moved up in the club. I can't remember what the next time was, but I think I might have just pinched it. Go on, give me a spin. Hey, that was sneaky. Something good if you don't mind. There's no yellows. There's not even a purple. Oh, there is a purple car. 60 grand. Cheers, Chuck. Ooh, Fraser, we are close to you. Right, we'll say no thanks. I want to have a look at the rest of the rivals, see how we're ranking now, but I'm quite chuffed with that. And I'll tell you what, I could push that some more, definitely. I can get a lower time on that. But this tune, it is quite lovely. So, I'll show you what tune I've got, just in case you want to grab this tune as well. But we're going to... Right, first things first, I'll have a look at the tune. Let's get that out of the way, so I can tell you whose tune it is. Hey, Simon's done a tune. That weren't up before. Have you? Oh, it's an S2 class, that's why. Right, sorry Simon, I can't have that because it's an S2 class. But anyway, I'll show you the one I've got on. So B. Right, it is... I'll just whiz through them because it'll be the one that's got... It'll be this one, won't it? So there we go. Mitero 360. A rank 20, and that's the tune. So that's the one I'm using. And it is nice. It's really stable. It's a lot heavier than the one I was using before, and you can really feel that difference. You really can. You've got a lot more stability, a lot more control. So yeah, I'm finding this tune really quite nice for this track. So if you want to copy me and use this one, that's the one. I need to like it, don't I? So I will like it. Do I just do this? I've already got it on my car. How do I like it from here? Can I like it from here? Creator info. Favourite, there it is. Right. No, that's not liking it, is it? That's just adding it to my favourite so I can find it easier later. Hey, I'll tell you what I will do. Let's find it again. B class, yes. I'll find the share thing. Although fuck knows how, because how do I press my right... Right, I'm using a steering wheel. I haven't got a right thumbstick press down button. Bloody idiots. Really, they should sort that out, shouldn't they? Right, there it is. Let's see if my controller will let me do that. Yeah, there we go. Right, so this is the code. This is the one I'm using if you want to use it. 781607445. Right, now we'll have a look and see what my rank is in the club and see if I've improved at all. Let me just check that message because it could be a spin. Oh, it's just this boring nonsense. It's money, not a lot of money, but it's money. So, let's have a look where we rank in the rivals. Oops. Right then. We want club and friends. Motherfucker. Right, so I am now in front of Anubis. Hey! Oh, that's satisfaction and express trash. Right, but beating Anubis, that's something quite special. Where's Dog CN? Where are you on here? Am I just being blind? What's RMA4 and Daz got? 52.9, 53.5. Sloping Wolf at 54.5. Innate Cake, that's a 54.5. And then Fraser's quite close to me. I'm quite happy about that. I'm happy to be in front of Anubis because Anubis is a very good driver. So there you go, you got to beat me now. And you're also riding on automatic. You don't normally, do you? I thought you played manual. Or is this just a test lap? Anyway, we're on club. We're on club and friends, don't we? So let's get a Sniper Slayer in there as well. So, 55.5. We got anyone else down the bottom? No. I feel competitive. I have a tremendous sense of accomplishment. Look at the scores. 3, 6, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16. There's a lot of people there in the top 20. That's pretty fucking good. But I imagine there ain't loads of other people doing this track on a B class. They tend to use faster cars, don't they? But I'm proper chuffed. That feels like an achievement. I wish it was 55.555 though. Look at that. Sloping Wolf's got a 54.555. Man, that's satisfying. It's a nice track. Very nice track. Well picked. It's nice on this car as well. It was a fucking nightmare on that Shelby Daytona. It really was. I'd like to see what this BMW is like here that Rad Dance is using. It's a nice car. So yeah, but obviously the Manx is the way to go, isn't it? Let's have a look at the world and see what's going on the top. Everyone's in the Manx, look, apart from a couple of people. There we go, 1, 2, 3 in the top 10. And then you come down here and there's me, quite high up in the world. Motherfuckers. Oh yeah. Right, what else we got in here? We are dominating this leaderboard, guys. We really are. Where's 1% dudes? They haven't bothered with this. Quite a few people that ain't in a thing though. You know, if this was a very popular race, I like the Meow. I might leave my club and join that one just because it's called Meow. If this was a another K74 there. If this was like a race with like an S1 class car or something, I wouldn't be anywhere near that high up. For sure. I don't rank that highly. But I am chuffed myself. Feels like a sense of accomplishment. But I also think I could push it better. But have a crack on that tune if you're on a different tune. See what you think. I really like it. The car's quite heavy and it's a lot more stable. And it's much, much better than the tune I was using before. Come on, Fraser. Let's have you. Let's have Fraser. Right. We're only on 30-something minutes. That's a really short video for me. So, Damon down, Fraser next. Stop dancing, get in the fucking car. Do some driving. We have a reputation. We want to move into the status of intermediate driver as opposed to being a shitty driver. My back wheels are toe in a little bit, aren't they? Come on. So yeah, we're not that far behind Fraser, so we might be able to do this. I don't know how many laps I'm going to go for. I mean, probably more than whatever number I say. If I say 30, we'll probably do 50. You know what it's like. Just one more, just one more. Not seen Jaded Fett for a little while, so hope you're all right. But yeah, get some times on the board. It's not so much I ain't seen you, it's more nobody's seen me because I had another hiatus. Well, now Carol's working from home, it's not so bad because it doesn't mean Filippo's demanding my attention. But when it was just me and him at home and he weren't going to his school, I couldn't fucking do anything at all, Xbox-wise. Otherwise people would think I'm cruelty to animals with him bloody crying all the time. So yeah, that's not, I can't do that. I wouldn't anyway, it's just not right. You've got to give your puppy attention. What have we got so far then? We've sub a minute already, that's nice. Oh, we've lost it a bit here. That's not good. Where the fuck was Dogsy N's time? Am I just being completely blind or what? What's the deal with that? It must be in there. I know you've done it. Well, I think you've done it. I'm pretty sure you've done it, ain't you? Maybe not. Maybe you're waiting. Ah! Waiting for a few more times before you pick your moment. But yeah, I'm sure Anubis has probably only done like 3 laps, as usual. But I'm quite pleased to have got in front of you. I consider you a much better driver than me, so I'm quite chuffed with that. But I am expecting you to, if you can be bothered, then I expect you to get in front of me again. But we'll see. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely don't have to brake on that corner there. Originally I was braking on that corner, and then I switched to lifting off on that corner, and now I'm just turning on that corner and not moving my foot off the floor at all, which is the way you're meant to take that corner. You don't need to brake on it. Losing the car a little bit here after I was saying how good this tune is. Right, okay then, let's have a good one. Let's have a good one. I'm already sliding. I can hold it. Make sure we use all the track. I don't know whether doing a pendulum turn around this bottom corner here might be a better idea for getting speed up the hill. Let's have a go. No, not a big slidey one like that. No, that wasn't the idea. I don't think it would. It's not really that sharp a bend, isn't it? It's not. You don't need it. I'll stick with my my original plan. But yeah, this track's been a lot of fun. It's quite challenging. There's a couple of corners that are really tricky, and if you ain't careful, you really oversteer on them. So it's been a little bit of a challenge. It's nice and short though, which I quite like it when you've got a nice short circuit. I mean, the A to B's are just so fucking annoying because I like to do a lot of attempts, and you have to wait for a bloody loading screen all the time. I'm just not when it's an A to B, I'm really not that interested. But when it's a circuit, especially when it's a short one like this, it's a lot of fun. But we kind of really want to do them all, don't we? We want to cover the entire board, every leaderboard, every discipline with K74. That's what we want, so we've got to do them all. So I'm just going to have to sit through load screens, I'm afraid. But yeah, these ones are the best. What times am I putting down? I've got best so far 58.6. Terrible. Oh, I was tempted to rewind that back through the line. So we're at 57.1 now. That's a better line. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have hit that fence though. Oh, I've lifted off, didn't need to. That's buggers for the hill. Oh, I'm too far to the left. Ah, it's going to mess me up. Oh, come on, let's get a good line. Focus and flow. Flow like water. Sliding. That was a bit cheeky. We've got a... Oh, bollocks. Oh, fucking hell, it's got to change down gear. Thought we were at this corner then. I get this one and the one two back mixed up quite often, which is a bit annoying because then you've got completely the wrong line. Well, we're consistently below a minute, so that's good, because I was really struggling before, weren't I, when I only managed to get that 105. So to have the consistency of being under a minute on pretty much every lap, that's better. That's better. Please change down. Oh, I'm going to have to switch to manual. Didn't need to brake there. That's better. Oh no, it's not, we're sliding. Bollocks. I thought I had it then. I started to slide. left over this brow. We're slowly getting better. Very aware that my steering wheel is making noise for the people who live beneath me. I'm not going to be on here for too late. It's not that late anyway. Oh, it's dirty. I was thinking I got away with that little touch on the wall, but I didn't. But it's not fast anyway. But yeah, it's dirty. I've got to remember to stay on the left here, ready for this, and then don't brake there. Just a slight lift off is enough. Need to brake for this one though. I never drove James's Manx. I hadn't even passed my test actually at the time. Although I drove Aidy's, what do you call it? What the fuck did he have? He had a Cosworth. I drove it and broke it. I jumped Humpback Bridge and way too fast. We was doing about 90 on Country Lane in Burton Hastings. And he goes, slow down, there's a bridge here. And I goes, no, it's not, the road just narrows. And then we saw the bridge. I was like, oh, fuck. I slowed down to about 70. I hit the bridge. It was in the air for ages. And it was like me and AD was in the front, we got seatbelts on, my girlfriend and his girlfriend were in the back. And it's like the car went up in the air, and they sort of like floated up into the air as the car was airborne and started to have no gravity. And then when we hit the floor, they hit their heads on the roof of the car really fucking hard, they hurt themselves quite bad. But then the suspension went down and the engine block hit the road. And it bust the engine mounts, and it cost quite a bit of money to get it fixed actually. So yeah, I fucked Aidy's Cosworth. But it was fun. Nearly hit to copper as well. I didn't even pass my test. We came through. We came through Burbage. Came through Burbage, if anyone knows where that is, and then through Inkley down by the horse fair, which is where the Zoo nightclub used to be years ago. It was great fun Thursday nights. Anyway, we came down there, and the road narrows quite a lot, and I nearly hit a cop car on the junction. The cop car gave me such a dirty look as well when I nearly hit him, and but he didn't do anything, and I hadn't got a licence or nothing. I was just driving Aidy's car like a twat. But it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I never drove James's Manx at all. James had a few Beetles as well, like really nice ones. He used to go to Beetle shows, so we had like you know, how they sort of prop the back open so you can see the engine and everything. He had it all like that, and then the engine all polished up and stuff. They were nice. And he had like Beetle posters all over his bedroom and shit. And but I never drove any of his cars. He wouldn't let me. But yeah, it's if the Manx that he owned was as nice to drive as these are, and I can certainly see why he had one. It's lovely. But we never drove it on roads like this, just round town. Round Norwich city centre. James lived in Burbage, so we used to go through Burbage Way quite a lot. In fact, we used to go through Burbage before we went up to Norwich because his dad had got a petrol station. So we had this jerry can that was off a tank, like a massive metal jerry can off a tank. It was his dad's, and his dad had let him use it. So we used to fill the jerry can up with petrol in Burbage, and then we'd have it up in Norwich for weeks. It was massive, so it used to last ages. And yeah, we just used to fill the car up from that, like siphon it out with a pipe, put it in the car. It used to last us for weeks. Lifted off. If I hadn't lifted off then, I'd be in front of him. I think I would have, if I hadn't lifted off on that, I think I would have won this one. Although I've got a dodgy corner coming up here. Ah, shit. Never mind, I'm glad I lifted off now. Because if I was in front and that had happened, I'd have been right pissed off with myself. Just trying to get a better line down here. No sliding, just grippy wheels rolling forwards, please. Use all the road. Oh, not in front of him. Right, I know Damon's actually playing now. Well, according to the thing, when I added him, he was. So I'm quite curious to check the rivals again to see if he's gone back in front before I close down. I'll have to have another look and see if the tables have turned. Got to do it again. Ah, that's such a mess. Not dirty though, but it is now. That's better. Come on, get in front, get in front. You've got much more speed coming down this hill. Don't slide, don't slide. Oh, bollocks. Say don't slide, that was probably one of my worst slides yet. Might as well have pulled my handbrake. Yeah. Piss off. It's not, it really ain't that important, is it? Stop everything! Stop! In a minute it'll tell me that it's reconnected. It's alright, we've sorted the problem. Stop your driving. Stop this race that you're in. The internet's reconnected. We really don't need this information. Oh, that was a bit untidy. Come on, let's flow. Let's flow. We haven't had a real nice flowy one for a while. That's it. Keep rolling forward. Sideways is slow ways. Lovely. Stay on the left. You've messed it up now. That was a checkpoint you should have gone through there. Fucking idiot. Oh, further than that, if you don't mind. I think I'll go one more. What time's the video on? 53 minutes. We're not doing very well on this since we restarted, are we? What's my best? 56.4. So yeah, I still haven't managed to match myself. I'm a long way off actually. It's not gone very well at all since I did the restart. I'm just going to have to try a little bit harder. On gas. Come on. I'm sure I could knock off at least half a second if I bloody did manual gears. I really need to sort that out, don't I? That was horrible. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's nice of you to let me know. Does everyone else get this all the time? We've got some problems. Yeah, that pausing you just witnessed on the video there, that was in the game. That ain't a video recording error. I paused as well. Right, come on. on the left, stay on the left. Ah, bollocks. Whoops. I'm going to do one more, guys. Round it off at 20. And, right, I'm going to do some blinking because my eyes have gone 2D. Right, last lap. 20 plus all those other ones I did before we restarted, of course. It's not just 20, is it? I'm not going to upload a video that's only got 20 laps of it. That's not my style at all. The last one, gotta make it count, make it count. Stay on the left, stay on the left. Oh, you've gone a stupid line now, you've messed it up. That was your last chance, and you've let him get away. You've got to do something spectacular here to pull it back. This is going to be my fastest lap though, isn't it? Right, so what we're finishing on then? A 55.989. Didn't even manage to beat myself. So, I did beat Damon, sniper killer person, I can't remember your name, something like that. Sniper Slayer 185. That's a guess. So, we did manage to accomplish that, and we have moved ourselves up the leaderboard. And there is the possibility I might just scrape another super duper wheel spin out of this. I've got about half a level to go. I don't think I'm going to have enough. About time I changed her outfit again, isn't it? She's been wearing that for ages, but she stinks. Yep, we made it. Alright then, give us a good spin. Completely full of golds, nothing else at all, just golds all the way. You tight bastard. It's not even a purple. I don't want that. You can keep that. I don't want it. Now my rival's at 55.255. Hang on a minute. Have you just increased your time? Motherfucker. Oh no. So yeah, I did say he was doing it right now while I'm doing it, and he's got better time than me. That means I've got to come back and do a round 5. Video 4. Round 5, because look at all those thingy bobs on the map. Look how little I've done in here. Absolutely nothing. That's it. I've done that. Look, I've done that, and I've done that, and that's it. I ain't done anything else. Oh yeah, and I've got 3 stars drifting up and down here as well because that was fun. But everything else is still new. I've not touched this DLC at all. I've done a lot more in Legoland than I have in here. Right then, back to the leaderboard so I can see how I've been pushed back down again. And then we'll call it a day. Dirt racing. This one. B. Bastard. Right. 2 more? Yeah, 1 more. Right, so you've snuck back in front. That means I'm now 16 in the world instead of 15 in the world. With a 55.255, I'm on a 55.556. Really not much in it. You're manual with clutch. Check you out, you motherfucker. That's you and I are made for, manual and clutch. Although you've got something on. I don't know what the ABS thing means. Why is it only half a circle? What does half a circle on ABS mean as opposed to a full circle? I've got traction control on but not stability, whereas other people have either got nothing or they've got stability and not traction. So I wasn't sure which was the one that was going to help me the most, so maybe I want to put stability on and traction off. Answers in the comments section, please. Right, I'm still in front of Anubis, so that's enough. And Express Trash, they are people that normally beat me considerably. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that. Well, the sense of achievement
from beating Sniper Slayer. It was 185, look. That's now gone. And it's been replaced with a sense of defeat, which doesn't feel quite so nice. I'll have another crack at it another day. Right, that's the end of the wheel for this evening. It's not that late, but you got to respect your neighbours, ain't you, on lockdown, where they're stuck beneath me. So I'm going to switch over to doing something else. I might get back onto Assassin's Creed and do video number 2. Not straight away, but maybe a little bit later, because it's going to be a marathon again. It will probably be like 2 or 3 hours at least. And or I could do a last couple of videos on Ducati. Right, before we go, I'll show you what I've recently bought. And we'll have a look through and see what we fancy doing. So we'll do it by last update, I think might be all right. Right, so I bought this and that, which was super cheap with all the DLC. I love this game, it's so good. I played that to death when I wasn't on YouTube. But yeah, I quite like it. I've got the trial of this, I haven't even looked at it yet. I'll probably buy it though. Daisy I was waiting for ages. I've only had a couple of goes on it. It's quite hard. It's really hard to get food, but I love that type of game, the survival game where you start with nothing. So I'm quite liking that. I haven't been on there yet. I've reinstalled Forza 3, and I ain't got Blizzard Mountain. I thought I had, but I haven't. That was a real shock. And I've bought loads of other Assassin's Creed games based on the fact that I'm enjoying Odyssey. I've got Origins as well, ready to play after Odyssey. I bought the bee simulator. You can sting children. It was the first thing I tried to do, but it doesn't seem to bother them too much. They do go ow and a couple of little stars appear, but the very first thing I did is went and stung people. But the game is completely ruined by the voice of the person that tells you what to do and guides you, because it's kind of like a little bit... It's this woman that's putting this voice on like she's talking to 2-year-olds, and it's a little bit annoying, which makes the game a bit shit. But apart from that, the flying around as a bee and stinging people, I like that bit. This does not work with a steering wheel, which is a bit annoying because I wanted my nephew to have a crack on it, but he's only 2. He can use the steering wheel, not very well. What we normally do is put Forza on and we leave him on the steering wheel, and I sit behind him with a controller, and the steering wheel ain't plugged in, but he don't know, but he likes it. And if we don't do that, we put it on super easy mode where it steers for you and you can't go wrong. But I got this mainly for him because he's got loads of these little toys and he loves it, but it doesn't work on the steering wheel. I'm so pissed off about that. Someone said to me that I should get the Ice Runner or Snow Runner or whatever it is, the other one of these. I was really excited about Mud Runner. I bought it when it first came out, and I only played it a couple of times. It's quite difficult to reverse a truck with a big trailer on the back, isn't it? That's not an easy thing to do. It's quite frustrating, and the cameras are really fucking annoying. And it seems like a game that would be a lot of fun with your mates, like helping each other out of like being stuck in a load of mud and stuff. I don't really like playing games with other people much. I prefer to play by myself, so I've not really done anything on it because of that. Dirt 4 I really like. Rally games are very, very hard, but this one is very accessible. I really like it, and I'm very excited about Dirt 5 after that gameplay reveal that we had. But the Dirt 5 that they showed us, there was a fair bit of gameplay in that. That was all right. But yeah, that looks amazing, and I do really like this one. I liked Dirt 2, I think it was. It was kind of like one of the first games where you had a good cockpit view, and you'd got the windscreen wipers and the water splashing on your windscreen, and you also had, which I thought was a really lovely touch, you had your little mascot thing hanging from your rearview mirror, so you could have your Xbox avatar hanging from it, or various other things that you could unlock in the game. That was really nice. It used to swing around when you were driving around. Yeah, that was Dirt 2, wasn't it? That was really, really bloody good. That's when I switched over from Far Chase to Cockpit View on that game, because it was so good on Cockpit View compared to anything else that had been before it. Really impressive. I might get that again, actually. You could probably pick it up for bugger all, but I really enjoyed Dirt 2, but I am really enjoying Dirt 4 as well. Dirt 3 I weren't so interested in. What else we got in here? V-Rally 4, I've had a little crack at it, but it ain't that good. I got Stranded Deep a while ago. I was asking people, what was that game? What was that game with the shark? Because it was there and then it was not there, but now they've released it. I've bought it. I've had one go on it and done nothing at all. But what really pissed me off about it is when there's loading screens on, it gives you loads of tips. It's like the purpose of a survival game is you want to work it out. You want nothing. And you can't not see them. It's like you feel like you want to close your eyes while the game's loading because it just tells you too much stuff that you want to work out yourself. It's really ruined it for me, that hasn't it? It's put me off playing it. Yeah, that's... I'm nitpicking, but yeah, it has really put me off. So I've got this Assassin's Creed as well. They gave me that for free from buying the whatever the deluxe version or gold version or whatever of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I reinstalled this because it is a lot of fun, and when I was playing Odyssey I was thinking, I quite liked Rise, I might reinstall that. I had it when I bought the console because I had the Xbox One when it very first came out in 2015, and that came with it, that was in the box. I will get back in here. I've had a quick look at the demo of this, it looks really good. I think I am going to buy it, it looks quite interesting, nice and chilled and relaxed. I haven't looked at that yet. Had a quick look at that. No, I didn't. I had a look at the other one, Yakuza 0. It's like you spend ages just buying a fucking ring and then someone nicks it and you have to go and get it back and they sell it to a shop and you have to convince the shopkeeper that it was your ring. I was like, I've been fannying around on this game for about 2 or 3 hours and all I've done is gone and bought this sodding ring. It feels like I'm not doing anything. It's kind of put me off. But it weren't that one, it was the other one. Not looked at that yet. I bought this on pre-order, I ain't touched it for ages. I like this a lot, I really do. Nice and relaxing. And I got a 147 in practice mode. But in practice mode you can take the shot again if you miss. So it's almost impossible not to get a 147 because if you miss, you just take it again. But I split the balls really quite nicely so that nothing was blocking the black, and I was like, oh, hey, I'm going to get this. It did feel pretty good. But the game is nice to play, it's nice and relaxing. That as well, that's quite nice to play, but I got really far through it and then I got a bit bored of it, so I've sacked it off. So I have Syndicate as well, which I'm also going to be having a crack on after Origins. My order of play for Assassin's Creed is Odyssey, Origins, Syndicate, and then whatever the other one is, I forgot. So anyone ever play these? Hexit and Hexit 2. Really nice music on these, really mellow. It's a very pleasant game to play. The first one, this one, is better than that one. It really is. It's just really chilled and nice and quite lovely to play. I've bought a shitload of tables in here because of Star Wars Day. So I bought every Star Wars table on Star Wars Day. I've never played that, but the new one looks good. And I thought, I feel obliged to play the old one because it seems to get a lot of good reviews. Has anyone played this? What do you think of it? I ain't even looked at it yet, but I downloaded it because I want to play it before I play the new one. This is really fucking hard. I just keep dying. I really like the look of it and I really want to get into it, but it's just really hard. This gets astonishingly good reviews and I've played it a little bit and it ain't doing anything for me. I'm trying to get into this as well, but again, it's like nothing seems to be happening. So I have no patience. But this is very interesting right from the very beginning. If you ain't played it, give it a crack. It's just nice. The way you move around, the dialogue options are nice, and it's very flowy. It's like it gives you your dialogue option in time for you to choose it, and then for them to say it, so the conversation that's being had in the game completely flows, is natural, there's no pauses, and it's nice. That's quite unusual. Even on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, by the time you've chosen your option, there's this pause, which stops the flow of the conversation. This game has nailed that better than any other game I've ever seen. The flow of the conversation in it is absolutely brilliant. It's a really nice game. I've only just started playing it. I've done practically nothing, but I might actually reset and do a playthrough on it because it's just quite nice. It's quirky. It's quite funny, and I like it a lot. And you can push a button to drink when you're at a little party at the beginning, and if you get a little bit drunk, the screen wobbles about as you would expect, but then you get different dialogue options and you just say some really stupid stuff. Quite often it makes you chuckle. This is the biggest disappointment fucking ever. I need to install the other one. Have I not done that yet? I need to do that. I'm going to put the old one back on. I probably have actually because it's not on order of alphabetical, is it? It's on last used. Never looked at that. I've had enough of that now. I haven't looked at that. haven't looked at this, but I do like the look of it. Have you played Dakar Rally? Fuck me, it's difficult. Really difficult. I haven't looked at that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or this. But I did buy some expansion stuff for this because I liked the look of it. So I quite like the idea of this game. It looks pretty good. But I haven't played it yet. All that. I played that bit. I had to put on a silly voice that gave me a sore throat. And I've given up on my playthrough for this. I was going to do the playthrough on the Narcos side as well as the DEA side. But it's just quite a bit similar. And it's just like doing the same thing over and over. I ain't bought the DLC for this yet, but I do intend to because I like it. Haven't touched that, or that. I only went in there twice. This is another one similar to Friday the 13th I'm quite excited about, but I haven't even loaded it up yet at all. So ignore that. This doesn't work on my wheel, which really pisses me off because it's one of my favourite games. This was my favourite game on the 360. And for absolutely ages, I had my 360 and my Xbox One just so I could play this because it weren't on the one. And every day I used to check to see it was on backward compatibility. And then one day I turned my Xbox on and there it was in full glorious HD. No backward compatibility, a brand new version. Now on the original, if you passed someone and you locked wheels with them, it used to really fuck you up and it'd sort of pull you to the side, and it happened a lot. Well, they've fixed that problem, and they also made the game obviously a lot more attractive, but the wheel don't work. I think my old wheel worked, my that Spider 458 one without the force feedback, but it's not the same, is it? But yeah, this one, the G920, it doesn't work on that game, which is a real bastard because it is such a brilliant game. It is brilliant. The tracks are beautiful. It's really, really nice to ride. Even the little video cutscenes that it shows you as well, they're amazing. And I absolutely love like the Spanish guitar that's on the menu system. I have the music in the race turned off. But I do love the music in the menus. I've got the whatever the top version is of this, but I'm going to reset that and start from fresh. Not looked at this or this. This is good. It's a lot of fun. It's quite funny. I have completed it, but I'm thinking about just doing it all over again because it was a lot of fun. Not looked at that. Not really. I don't really like that. I'm not really keen on many of the Need for Speeds, to be honest. Haven't looked at that. Project Cars 2 is nice. I bought this ages ago. My mate who died a couple of years ago, Michael, that I used to talk about quite a bit, he was one of the original supporters for Project Cars on the crowdfunding, and every month he used to get a royalty check through the post. He used to send him money. It was usually about 50 quid a month, which is pretty good really, because that's like a free game a month. But yeah, he supported them. He put some money into the project when it very first started out on Project Cars 1, and he got a kickback from it for quite a long time. I don't know how long it carried on for, what the contract was or anything, but he definitely got a fair bit of money out of it. But he used to have a really fucking good setup, and he had this like bass speaker underneath the seat of his the cockpit that he had in his flat, and it really thumped the bottom of your seat if you went over a rumble strip or something. It was really impressive, and he got a 3D TV with 3D glasses that was absolutely enormous as well. So it was very immersive. It was really good. Quite liked it. I quite like those. I haven't touched them for ages. This also was this and Baja Edge of Control were my favourite games for ages. I've played this to death. I've played it, deleted everything, and then played it again. I've gone through all of the achievements and that twice, and then again on my nephew's console when they were on holiday and I was looking after their cat. And you can sort of win on the top level. And beat all of the other races, and there's loads of them, so that takes a long time. You get like gold sculptures of all their heads. So I played it until I got everybody's head, and you can't choose who you against. It's just pot luck, so you have to play it a lot. But I really liked that. I do prefer it to the other Civilization, but they're both good. But Civilization Revolution is a brilliant game. I should play this more. I like it. Carol plays this poker game. She's quite good at it actually. I'm near the end of this. And I got that amazing testicle shot. Carol plays this as well. This is nice. And this is in my chill out games, nice and relaxing. I'm keeping hold of the Division just for the survival thing, where you're in the helicopter and you get dumped in the snow and all that, and then you've got to extract with that ridiculously hardcore fucking NPC that kills you immediately. The way I do it is a sniper rifle. As soon as he appears, I leg it off the building, slide down and get up the building next door, and I shoot him from the top of the other building. I can't shoot him one-on-one. He kills me every time. But it's a tremendous sense of satisfaction when you manage to extract on that helicopter. It's like I love that part of the game more than any other part of the game. But you get to the point where you're just in the dark zone all the time, and that's the only thing that appeals to you. So yeah, I bought the second one on pre-order because I really got into the first one, but I've not really touched the second one much. I've only done the first couple of missions. I spent most of my time trying to decide what my character looks like and then not liking my chin or something and deleting it and starting again. The dude I've got now I really like. He's got brilliant hair, he looks good. I like the dude I've got now. I'm happy with him. I'm definitely not going to restart it again, but I've just not really touched the game. I do like Jake and Finn. I don't like the game. In fact, I don't even know if I've played it, but I'm a big fan of Adventure Time. My cousin is a massive fan of Jake. I'm a fan of Finn, really. So we should get matching tattoos. She should get Jake, I should get Finn. And Marceline, there she is at the back, being foxy. Oh, Adventure Time is fucking awesome. I haven't touched that yet, but it looks interesting. All that. I am playing this, but someone said, why don't you play F1? And I thought, well, I might do, actually. I've progressed quite far through my career, but I might restart it and play it. I'm not very good at it. I just don't know the tracks, even though I've been playing them for years. Not touched Stranger Things. I downloaded it really because I thought that Carol might have a little crack at it. This is good, but there's no person. It's not like the other one where you watch the person taking the shot. It's just a cue hovering around the table, and in a lot of ways, it's better than the other snooker game, but because you can't see the animation of the people, that's not so good. That's relaxing. I haven't touched any of the Ori games. This is nice and relaxing to play, but it makes me want to go snowboarding. Is that it? So Isle of Man TT weren't there then, was it? The original. I've got to download it again. It's not there. Yeah, I'm gonna get Isle of Man TT again, I think. Right, so full library, all owned games. Let's re-download this. What will it be under? T or R or I? That's the question. It might be R for Ride on the Edge, or does that come second? It might be I for Isle of Man. It might be T for TT. I think it's T. We're in the T's. Oh no, we're in the S's. Learn your alphabet. Right. Now we're in the T's. This shouldn't be in a T. That should be in the... Oh, it's because of Tom Clancy. That's why. It's not because of The Division. Oh yeah, it is here. It is in the T. So it's TT Isle of Man is what they've called it. No Ride on the Edge. So I'm going to re-download this one because I think it's better than the other one. Quite small, 18 gig. Very small. Anything else in here that I fancy re-downloading? I've deleted that. It was a right bag of shite. Have I got any more drivey games in here that might work on the wheel that I haven't played for a while? Toy Box Turbos. Let's download that. This is a total bag of wank. It's such a shit game. But it's nothing to do with Tony Hawk, is it? They just took his name and then started producing absolute shite. But I am looking forward to the one that's coming out in September. But that's a really long way away. I might tease myself by putting Skate 3 back on. Why isn't that installed? I don't know why I uninstalled that. I must have needed some room quite desperately. I'm not putting that back in, it's rubbish. I'm a bit annoyed that they've taken, what's it called? Grand Theft Auto out of the Game Pass and put this in instead. I bought this on pre-order ages ago. I played it for a while, didn't I? I started doing a playthrough on it, but then I lost interest in it. So sorry if you were following my playthrough. But I haven't got Grand Theft Auto, so when they added it to Game Pass, I thought, oh, awesome. That'll save me buying it, because it's one of them games that you feel obliged to buy because it's so popular. But I did play like Vice City and San Andreas and I enjoyed them, but I just never really got into the other one. My ex did. It came out when I was with my ex and she played it quite a bit, but I just never really got into it. But I did buy this, so yeah, I wish they'd have left it the other way, left Grand Theft Auto in there and not put this in. That'd have suited me a lot better. But this is a very, very big game, so I've removed it to free up some space because it takes up too much fucking room and I'm not playing it at the moment, so Might reinstall it later. No point in putting that back in, is there? I've got Project Cars 2 on there. Off-Road Racer, oh, that was shit. So we're not going to install that again. Oh, that's only a demo. I wonder if you can use a wheel on Mad Tracks. I'm quite looking forward to getting into this, where you kind of decide what news is printed and it changes the way society is going and stuff, and you can cause riots and things. I really like the sound of that. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun in there. So yeah, I bought that the other day. I haven't even opened it up yet, but I'm quite looking forward to getting into it. I've got too many fucking games. I need to do some work. Is it worth having Forza 5 and 6 when you've got 7? Not really, is it? Although I have re-downloaded Forza Horizon 3, but mainly for Blizzard Mountain, which I thought I had and I haven't, so I'm just going to have to buy it. I quite liked that as well. I might re-download. Yeah, I'll re-download that. That was good. And I didn't play it much. I didn't complete it. Why is that one over there? Shouldn't that come after these two? You'd think so, wouldn't you? Isn't that the way numbers work? 16, 17, 19. Why an 18 in here? I had 18, I think. Yeah, I did. I thought 18 was on Game Pass. Why ain't Dirt Rally? Why is that not installed? I've got Dirt Rally 2. That's possibly why I'd remove Dirt Rally. No, I'm not interested in that. I might remove Daycar because it's too hard. Or I might just get better at driving and then try it again. I'm really glad that this was on the that sale, because I've got this on disc, but just the bog standard version. I haven't got a fucking clue where it is. It is probably still in England. So yeah, I'm quite pleased that they put that on super cheap. I've been tempted to buy it again as a digital version for ages, but I just couldn't justify it because I've already bought it once on a disc. But when it went cheap, I thought, yeah, brilliant, I'm having that. And it's all the DLC as well. I know I've said this probably twice now, but I'm going to say it again. They've got on special offer like the deluxe version of this with all of the DLC, and then they've also got on special offer just the pack. I can't remember what they're called, whatever they're called. You know what I'm talking about. But that's more expensive than just buying the game that's got everything anyway. Crazy. So yeah, buy that. Buy the actual game. Even if you already got the game and you just want all the extra bits, buy the game again. You get all the extra bits, and it's cheaper than buying the extra bits. That's quite nice as well. That's nice and relaxing to play. I bet it takes up no room. I'll install it. Done. Right, that's enough fanning about. I hate EA Access. Why don't they list their games as most recent first? Because it really annoys me. You have to wait for their EA Access hub, which is horrible, to load, and then you have to look through the entire alphabet catalogue of their games to try and see if there's a new one in there that you might download. I just really... for a long time now, I've been thinking of cancelling my membership with EA Access simply because they do not list their games by release date. And it's just too fucking annoying having to go through their games every few days to see if they've added a new one. Beyond annoying. It really pisses me off. And it's only these two that I play out of there. And I don't really play Sims that much either. And that I'd uninstalled. But it is only about 20 quid a year, so I might as well leave it. Oh, all the Need for Speeds are from here as well, which I'm also not playing. Carol plays Peggle. I really enjoyed the first 3 Mass Effects, but I couldn't really get into this one. Footballing now. I'm not really interested in any American sports because I don't understand them. Like every other English person, we don't get American sports. They're too confusing. You just seem to stop and start all the time, no matter what you're doing. It makes no sense at all. That's enough. Right, before I shut down, we're going to have a quick look to see if anything new is in the shop. Game Pass, have you had anything new? It's just going to be Red Dead Redemption on it. Yes, it is. There's nothing new in there. Xbox Live Gold, you've got nothing new in here. What's the other place? The store. I'm pretty sure there's nothing new in here. I've looked, haven't I? I do this every single day. This is my ritual every day. I get up, I check those 3 things, and I don't change very often. Why is this even there? It's just somebody's test. Why have they allowed that to appear in the store? That's a bit stupid. Ah, that's the game I was thinking of. That's like Wipeout, look. When I got that Xenon thing, I was thinking about this one. This is blatantly a Wipeout clone. When I was saying about it, the cars having wheels, and I thought they were like hover things. So this might be interesting. But it's a Wipeout clone, isn't it? But it might be worth a crack. But I've bought quite a lot of games lately. I've probably got enough. We'll have a quick look on games coming soon. Again. Just in case it's changed in the last hour. No, it hasn't. September, innit? It's like September the something that's ages away. September the 3rd. That's a long way away. What about Assetto Corsa? When does that come out? That's not far away, is it? It's like June or something, I imagine. I'm going to guess June the 16th. June the 23rd. That's not too bad. That's a week off. Nothing else in here is particularly interesting me. I enjoyed Saints Row at the time. I don't want to play it again, but it was fun at the time. There we go, guys. If you made it to the end of the video, congratulations. Or maybe you're just too lazy to turn off the computer. You're probably just sitting there on the couch with a fag stuck on your lip, hanging out, your beer slopping onto the side. Your wife's going to kick your ass when she comes home. You're thinking, I can't bother to move, but this is so fucking boring. This guy going through this shop talking a load of bollocks. Right, I'll see you all soon. Take care. Have a wonderful whatever it is, wherever you are. And Damon, you bastard. I beat you and it felt good. And then you just took it all away. But I'm going to have another crack at that, ain't I? I'm gonna have to try again on another day. All right, see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. And also, you should join the club. You're not in a club, so do that. Bye.